Received communication signal. Is that a descendant? You're finally here. Took you long enough. While you were lost in the void, there was an incident which meant the Vulgus jammed our communication with HQ. Unfortunately, I'm in a difficult situation at the moment, and I can't engage. Why are the Vulgus here all of a sudden? Damn it! I don't know. I'll try to get the comms back up once you've lured the Vulgus out. I've got the objective locked down, so I need you to do some of the heavy lifting. VV-072 was already under Vulgus control. Their equipment's all over the place. Wait a minute. They're just passing. They have equipment everywhere. That's why our comms are down. Disabling their jamming device. Our comms should be back up soon.
Descendant, please respond.
HQ, come in.
Keelan, you're alive. And I can also confirm the Descendant's biosignal. Keelan, your biosignals are unstable.
It's just a scratch.
That's more than a scratch.
Keelan, Descendant! I'm glad you're both alive. I was terrified when I heard we lost comms.
Don't worry, I'm fine. And the doggo is mine too. This dog, it's reading my thoughts. As if it's connected to my arcade. I thought to myself, stop barking, be quiet. And then it stopped. It's intriguing. And cute.
Well, that's a shock. I didn't know you liked dogs.
No small talk during operations it is. I like cats too, by the way.
No small talk during operations.
Why you just wait till I get back.
You can see each other shortly. You are to cease operations and return immediately. Keelan, I have your current coordinates. Transferring you to Albion now.
Okay. See you in Albion in a second.
Transferring the Descendant next. Wait. Descendant. We have detected communication packets concentrated at a specific point. I apologize. This data needs to be verified. I will send the target zone to your seed.
data deletion. We can't let those outlands scum.
The Vulcans are deleting the collective data. Descendants, we must stop them if we want to see the information that our enemies have gathered.
You need information about the Colossi.
Welcome, Descendant. Descendant, I have checked the map of the ruins that was sent to your receive. I will guide you to the Prime Hands. The map was created during an expedition from a few decades ago, but it's still highly reliable. It seems our operation has been made possible through the sacrifices of these early descendants. I have checked the map of the ruins that was sent to your receive. I will guide you to the Prime Hands. The map was created during an expedition from a few decades ago, but it's still highly reliable. It seems our operation has been made possible through the sacrifices of these early descendants. Oh no. Eamon has stationed a large number of forces within the ruins. Vulgus commander who attacked Blair and the recon squad must be here as well. I recommend being prepared for sporadic battles. There are also likely to be a number of traps set up to prevent us from advancing. According to the records, in order to activate the prime hands, power must be established throughout the ruins. The records mention a power facility. I will guide you there. It seems as if the Vulgus have prevented the power facility from being operational. Let's remove the circuit jammers and get the power facility up and running, Descendant. Sizable Vulgus force is headed your way. I believe they are trying to prevent you from activating the power supply.
Master Raven! The vermin are awakening the ruins! I think they're after the Ironheart! Please! We need reinforcements! Master Raven! Strange. There's no response. It doesn't make sense. Master Aemon should be on Corell's ship. Keep requesting reinforcements!
The electronic jamming signal installed by Tigger is blocking Vulgus communication. If we can keep this up, we have a chance of winning. This operation will work, provided there are no surprises with the inversion process.
I had to prove my loyalty for decades to get these prosthetics and personas. But I won't share my persona with anyone that kills the Descendant now. This is your chance to become my clone.
We're approaching the zone where the prime hands are located. Hold on just a little longer. Release didn't fall on schedule. There's no mention of this in past expedition records. The temperature is rising in the zones beyond this partition. The partition's been kept in place so that the room system can respond to the thermal fatigue. If this temperature change was caused by the radiant heat generated by the inverted energy, then the level when the inverted energy reaches its peak, even my imagination, humans won't be able to withstand even for 1 second. Descendant, can you hear what I'm saying? Descendant, you must stop the operation. I didn't have enough information. Even if we set the inverse calculation of the radiant heat as low as possible, the human body cannot withstand inverted energy. Descendant!
Infiltration team, this is Jaber. Requesting an update on the current state of the operation.
What are you gonna do with that intel? Wouldn't it be faster to just ask them when it'll be over? Damn, that hurts. Pass me some more rounds.
That's the last magazine. Use it sparingly.
Descendant, I heard the infiltration of the ruins was a success, and the inverted Ironheart has been retrieved. How's the operation going? Do you think we have a chance? Corell's ships are slowly appearing at the White Knight Gulch. Hopefully we'll hear some good news from the front. Any of them. Descendant, please respond.
Descendant, I understand your intention now. I see you've decided to put your faith in hope. It seems not only did I lack information regarding the inversion process, I also did not know enough about humankind and descendants. I support your decision. I will never give up, descendant.
So it has come to this. Increase the spectral laser output to max. Light up the Descendants.
Descendant, that laser device runs on the external battery. I will display the location of the battery's heat source on your receive. Destroy it.
down yet.
Back to business. My shield!
You're different from the other poultry soldiers I killed. I will kill you and make a new prosthetic from your body. Master Aemon, please watch over me.
Descendant, are you all right? Are you experiencing any RK irregularities? If nothing is wrong, I have something to tell you. I have finally unlocked the secret behind the answer, and thanks to the sacrifice you made, Descendant.
Colossus is closing in, moving towards the Hagios Prime hands at a rapid speed. Classification type, Swamp Walker, and Deadly Great Walker mutation. Descendants in Albion, commence with the intercept battle.
Come on, Mr. Colossus expert. Hagios is Vulgus territory. Can't we just leave it to them?
I agree. Right now, we've got bigger things on our mind.
Entertaining those thoughts can be very dangerous, Jaber and Blair.
I am analyzing the void power. Descendant, I have received reports of...
Damn it. Mr. Colossus expert is being so serious about this, it looks like we have no choice, turret boy.
I believe the data from the Colossus will prove useful.
Useful? For what? Cracking open amorphous materials?
Please, just let her finish.
As Seneca said, the Colossi are moving towards various regions, not just Hagios. If those regions show signs of inverted energy, we may be able to use that for our overall plan. The plan to destroy the Ironheart.
Well, that's good news!
Whatever you're planning, we have to do it fast. The White Nine Gulch is still dangerous.
Are you ready to undertake a void intercept battle assignment?
void dimension. They were headed towards some snowy fields, and the area was emitting a large amount of inverted energy.
Guide, the location I just sent you? That's where we think the Vulgus Fortress is. If you found any features or have any intel, send us the details.
So the Colossi...
Alpha, these are the details of the operation that the guide has laid out. What do you think?
Enzo, this isn't an easy decision. First of all, the guide's operational plan.
What if someone volunteers?
Enzo?
What is it? Alpha, the Descendants can act as bait.
All right, you win. Carry out the operation. Let's get this done and destroy the Ironheart. On one condition. You must all return safely. And tell the guide to look after the Descendants.
Understood. I wish everyone good luck at the White Knight Gulch front.
Don't worry. This is great. I've always wanted to have a go at Corel.
Get in line, kid. There is a line, you know. I'd like to cut in front of you as well.
Enzo, please take care of yourself. Remember our promise.
There's no way I'll forget. Don't worry. We'll win.
It seems everyone has sealed their resolve.
This is off topic, but aren't you all cold? My battlesuit has a built-in.
The Vulgus Fortress.
In order to destroy the Ironheart, we have to locate the inversion facility. If we find the source of the inverted energy, we should find the related facility. The guide is connected to the search drone, and I need you to escort it. It has to be protected.
The communications frequencies from the surrounding area are causing interference. They must be coming from the Vulgus communications facility.
We'd be able to sweep a larger area by connecting the search drone to the Vulgus comms facility, wouldn't we?
With my abilities, it's more than possible.
Good. Escort the drone to the comms facility.
I will sync the communications facility to the drone. It won't take long, but the drone will still need to be protected.
Thanks to you, I've identified a few locations that show high energy levels. I'll track them.
That it? I sense an increase in inverted energy around you. Where are you now?
I was investigating the wreck of a Vulgus ship, and I think I've stirred up a hornet's nest. I need support.
Lepic, how far out are you? Wait right there.
I should never have sent Lepik off by himself. My bad. Hey, the Captain Survival. You need to hold them off until we get there.
You don't have to tell me. If I die, the 44th Grenadiers will be completely wiped out.
Allied transport drone is standing by. Careful. The enemy is acting suspiciously.
No chance!
Here come the enemy reinforcements. There's a lot of them. Secure the target. Hurry! Algorithm obtained. Well done.
Out of my way!
Eliminating the enemy's defense will attract their attention and create an opportunity for Lepik. That location there seems to be one of the main strongholds for enemy munitions transport. We might be able to kill two birds with one stone. The Vulgus to your location. They'll come at you in droves, so be prepared. You'll have to hold them off and buy as much time as possible.
Spotted an enemy squad closing in on your location. Be careful.
Lepic's arcade. Watch out. A high-level Vulgus has been detected. Well done. Finish up the rest of the mission.
This is Lepic. Thanks for the support. You saved my life.
Jonathan, thanks to you, we were able to obtain important information from the wrecked ship. The inversion device must be somewhere around here.
I've been waiting. What's going on?
Descendant.
The location that the guide sent is full of Vulgus signals. Let's spread out. Take control of the area.
Now it's my turn, you Vulgus bastards. Guys carrying high voltage fuses in the vicinity of power plants. Find Vulgus units with high voltage fuses. With the fuses you find, boom, blow up the generator. Enemy reinforcements are headed your way. Also deployed elite units. Engage them carefully. Whoa! to the enemy has been cut off. Incredible.
Commencing facility search. Yesa, Lepik, keep engaging the enemy. These defense garrison forces are pretty tough.
Don't worry about us. Focus on your own electric duties, Professor. Once you locate the inversion facility, let's finish this once and for all.
Now that we have entered the facility, I can clearly feel powerful inverted energy. I can even detect Ironheart particles. Yes, I'm certain Ewok has performed the inversion process here.
That's good news. So we can destroy the Ironheart here then?
I hope this ends well.
No chance!
This system is set up to be controlled externally, just like in a prison.
Volga's commander said something about guarding. Something's not right.
I have accessed the system that is linked to this facility in the terminal. I'll try to discover anything I can. I'm certain that this is the inversion machine that was loaded onto the ship. But everything is...
And there's nothing we can do?
Wait. They left a surveillance record in the facility database. I'll look into it.
The iron heart with the energy? Eamon managed to keep his mission alive, thanks to the building of this new contraption, but it makes no difference. Master Guerrero told me that I could kill that traitor when this is all over. Eamon, you, your faction, your future generations, I will erase all of you from this world. You shall experience the rage of the Vulgus.
Inversion. Ajax, there's still a chance. The Vulgus were unable to complete the inversion process here. That's why the traces of energy were so weak. There is a more powerful facility called the inversion furnace somewhere. The inversion process must have been completed there.
Guys, right now, getting out of here safely is priority number 1. Locating the inversion furnace comes second.
Understood. I will try to find somewhere to link to the emergency transmission signal.
Where are you going, descendant? You're just like your pathetic predecessors.
Requesting updates from descendants at each front. Eugen, does anyone need to be evacuated from the White Knight Gulch?
We can't get a full picture of what's happening in the combat zones. Valby, use your waterways and check on the injured.
Roger that.
Descendant, thank the heavens your injury is not
Standing by for connection. Verifying signal optimization.
Go ahead, Kyle.
This won't do. If we're done with resupply and repairs, all units move to the location of the converter. We're running out of time on both fronts. We have to hurry.
Got it. Let me tack on one more arm component before we go. Do you want like an ice cube or something to snack on?
Ugh.
Stand with you until all units have your missions for this op.
I'm sorry. I detect a high concentration of inverted energy in this area. But I'm still finding it difficult to identify the exact source from this proximity.
Don't worry. Sometimes things can become more clouded the closer you get to them. It's like that for me with Aisha.
Whenever you go into the void to look for her, I'll help you.
I'll hold you to that.
Descendant. The corrosive fluid from the Colossus has damaged the control panel, and I can't connect to it. We'll need to destroy the panel and bypass it via the emergency control device. Now I can access the emergency control device.
Get out of the way!
This facility used to be an auxiliary of the furnace, which was built to melt Colossi remains. It included a process that made it easier to remove and melt parts such as equipped weapons, land loaders, and battlesuits. I don't know why they were melting Colossi. I'll check the core facility. Processed Colossi remains were transported beyond that partition. The furnace used to melt Colossi remains must be there, Descendant. Descendant, the Vulgus are overloading the furnace. At this rate, the whole facility will be destroyed. We need this place to carry out the inversion process.
We have to destroy some of the nuclear reactors below the outpost. Find the ones with the fuses.
Our output has been reduced. The furnace's temperature is still outside the normal range. We need to lower the output even further. Furnace temperature stabilized. We should seal off the system to maintain the current output.
Get out of the way!
It's done, Descendant. I've taken over the facility permissions. Now I can control it as I like. But if our enemy manages to destroy the facility, it won't make any difference that I assume control of the system. We must completely eliminate the bogus forces.
Sorry, a powerful enemy is headed your way. I should have taken care of it.
What a relief, Descendant. If this place had been destroyed, conversion would have been impossible.
Am I sorting out our business?
This is... Descendant. I have finally pinned...
We'll be fine, Guide. Right now, we have no choice but to get it done. All units, converge upon the point of attack at the fortress's defense line. Maintain your position there, ready for our final operation.
It's time for the operation. It's finally come to this.
What's there to ask? Let's just go.
Great, let's move.
Vulgus forces are deleting confidential data at the destroyed base. After viewing the cache, I see it was some kind of blueprint. As they were desperate to destroy it, I believe it must be related to their fortress command. The data. As I expected, it is a blueprint for the fortress command.
I think they noticed we stole the data. They're all heading to your position.
Receiving more data. I'll analyze it, Descendant.
Careful. The Vulgus are flocking your way.
focus is remotely blocking the data transmission. You must eliminate them, so I can receive the blueprint data. Data received. Now I can accurately determine the route to the inversion furnace.
Damn it! The Vulgus built an IED with the Colossi remains. They wouldn't survive the blast from this either. Are they out of their minds? You can stop it from detonating by destroying the trigger. More to go. I'll send the locations of the other Colossi remains to your receive. Looks like someone on their side thinks just like me.
You said it.
Thanks for defusing the IED.
Fortress infiltration complete. Commencing with the mission to destroy the Ironheart. Guide, I'm counting on you to help until this is all over.
I'm putting my faith in you too, Ajax. Descendant, I'll operate the furnace and start the inversion furnace sequence. Follow the directions laid out in your receive and get to the furnace. The Vulgus forces will come after you, but there's no time to lose. You must move quickly.
Guide, I've heard that the inversion process releases an enormous amount of energy. Can you guarantee that the units that enter will be safe without my barrier?
If we can escape while the Ironheart is still in the inversion furnace, the Descendants will not be exposed to the energy. Our biggest problem is the Vulgus commander leading the fortress defense. If they appear, they will delay everything, lowering our chance of success.
Leave that to us. I'll blow them up no matter how strong they are.
The furnace. Do they know about the inversion furnace? They must believe they can destroy the fortress by overloading it. How futile! Close the partition and stop their advance. Once I've resupplied, I will hunt them down myself.
The Vulgus are stalling. We can open the partition by disconnecting the power. Fortunately, they are unaware of our true goal. They believe that we are only here to destroy the fortress.
However, if Jaber's jamming signal is disrupted, they will discover everything. We must complete the operation before that happens.
codes with Master Corel not been restored yet? There's no response from Agios either. However, Master Corel doesn't need to know why the scum headed to the inversion furnace. A dead descendant says nothing. Send our forces to the Ironheart lab. We will fight the descendants there. This is your opportunity to distinguish yourselves in battle. Eliminate the vermin. the inversion furnace's control system. I don't want to meddle with Master Corel's accomplishments, but Amon can rebuild it. You vermin will not have it your way.
Descendant, it's too late. The enemy is fighting back. If they destroy the control system, I cannot continue the inversion process. We must stop them. I've located the core facility necessary to activate the furnace. I'll try to gain control of it. Then we can be sure that the inversion operation remains viable.
Guide, have you stopped the enemy from destroying the system?
I have accessed the core facility and am installing the system. Once I have completed this, I will be able to activate the inversion furnace. But the automation system has been damaged by the enemy. In order to finish the inversion process,